We're here for our weekly softball press conference with head coach Clarissa Crowell. Coach, what are your takeaways from last weekend's series against Toledo?
Yeah, overall, I thought it was a good weekend. It's always nice when you win a series. Obviously, we were hoping to find a way to win that last game, but just came up a little short. But in games 1 and 2, game 1 we scored 9 runs. Game 2 we scored 14 runs and ended up with the 5-inning run rule. And anytime your team scores that many runs, there's a lot of people producing. So I was very pleased with what we were able to do. And I thought Kelsey Fredericks and Jamie Scher both had Jamie had a good start in game 2 and was able to go the distance, go the full 5 innings. And I thought Kelsey just did an outstanding job coming in relief. So overall, good weekend. But again, honestly, I think we all kind of were hoping to walk away with a series sweep. But Toledo's a good team, and they did a good job in that last game of making adjustments from a pitching standpoint and holding down our offense. So.
All right, so on Saturday, after both a run rule win and a shutout loss on Saturday, how are you working with the offense to have more consistency?
Yeah, that's just the game of softball. Anybody who knows anything about softball and baseball knows that it depends on the pitcher that's on the mound. And Heather Webb, who threw in the last game, she's actually their number 1 pitcher. I thought Toledo I thought their game plan was good. They saved their best pitcher for the last game in hopes of winning that last one. And she just had a good game, and I thought she did a good job of keeping our hitters off balance, and their defense played outstanding. And it was one of those games, and I said this on Saturday, it was one of those games that even when we hit the ball hard, it happened to find a defender's glove. So you just have to tip your hat to Heather Webb and what she was able to do, and they made some adjustments with our hitters. But, again, she just happened to be a good matchup for us on that day. And anytime you shut down our offense, you have to give the opposing team some credit. And I have 100% confidence in our offense, and I know that we're going to bounce back on Wednesday.
So what are your expectations against the Falcons, and what can you take from the last week's games against them?
Yeah, Bowling Green just swept Eastern Michigan, so they've got a lot of momentum coming down here this week, and I expect it to be a good game. I expect there to be good pitching performances on both sides. BG's pitchers are throwing the ball really well right now, and I feel confident about our pitchers and what we can do. And when I think about last week, we were dealing with wind, we were dealing with cold temps, and from an offensive standpoint, there were some balls that, had it been a normal day, the wind's not gusting 35 miles an hour, they probably would have been home runs. And for us, we're more of a power hitting team. So just looking at the forecast for this Wednesday, I think it'll just be a lot better for our offense because we won't be hitting balls hard up in the air and they're just kind of dropping. So, but I expect it to be a close scoring game. And, BG, they play with a lot of energy, and especially after what they were able to do this weekend, I know we're going to get a very good game out of them. But our pitching and our defense are going to have to do a good job of holding their offense down, because I don't foresee it being the type of game where we're going to be scoring a lot of runs. So we're going to have to be strong in all aspects, and it's a big game. We're going for the series win here, and our kids know that, and I know that they'll be prepared.
All right. Thank you, Coach, and good luck this week.
Thank you.